Oh my god, is a chainsaw really? I'm done. What's going on, you guys? This is Josh, and welcome back to another episode of MCSG. Today, I wanted to mention something. The voting system has changed, so as you can see, there's percentages. More votes means you're going to get a better chance of your map being chosen, but the map with the most votes isn't always going to win. So occasionally, you might see a map that only got one vote by some random person, so it might not be a popular map, but occasionally you're going to see those. And we're playing on SG3, which makes me nervous because I don't know this map very well. Although we can cut some nubs up. Come here, Terminator. Thanks for your diamond. And thanks for your pants. And I don't have a route, so we're just going to keep killing people. And for that... Hey, you, come here, Emerald Knight. Oh, we're lagging. We're lagging hard. Okay, come on. No, don't do... Wow. Okay. Whatevs. Let's put that on. Let's put that on. Put that in my one slot. We can make an iron sword once we get some sticks. Let's see. Come here, girl. Come here. Alright, so, yeah. SG3, again, I don't have a route. So, like, I don't know what to do. So, it's going to be a lot of... It's a good thing we got a stone sword off spawn, because it's going to be a lot of just running around and killing people. Hopefully. But it's kind of a big map, I think, so that might not work very well. Let's see if we can get this tiny tot person. And so, topic at hand. What I wanted to talk about for this video was fist fights and ones that I've gotten in. And ooh, that was pretty good. Ooh, we can make a diamond sword. We need a stick. We need a stick. Let's go make a stick. Okay. And so I've gotten in two, I guess, what you could call fights. And one was my freshman year of high school, which did not end well. I'm telling you right now, I got my butt kicked because, well, not really, because I don't know. But I was a small kid throughout high school, and I'm still pretty small, but I'm not so much short anymore. And so I can sort of hold my own in regards to anything of that, I guess, nature. Let's see here. Let's go make this sword. And so in my freshman year of high school, I was just coming out of, or just coming into public school. I had been homeschooled for a lot of my elementary and middle school life, I suppose you could say. And because of that, my social skills weren't quite up to par. So things I didn't take very well. But I mean, that's kind of a different topic. But I was 5'0", so 5 foot 0 inches, very short, very, very short. Very few people are that height in even, you know, freshman year of high school. And why is this not loading? Please load. Thank you. All right, and I was no more than 90 pounds. I think I was in the lower 80s, to be honest. And that's small. Short and really skinny, even for being short. If you're not up to 100 pounds, even by high school, most people are at that point. You're really small, and I was really small. So we were walking back home from the bus stop one day. It's about a 15-minute walk from my house to the bus stop, or at least where we were living at the time. And there were, I think, 6 of us, 5 freshmen. We were all freshmen except for one person, so 5 or whatever, grade 9, and then 1 senior, grade 12. And, oh, here we go. We were walking back, and 2 of the kids were, like, making jokes at each other, just messing around, which, like, looking back on it now, a lot of this may have been my fault. But they were just messing around, and I didn't quite grasp that idea. So once one of them tried to pull me into the jokes, he made a joke about like your typical stupid your mom joke or something like that, and I didn't take it well. I told him, I sort of ignored him and told him not to talk to me, and he looked kind of irritated. Now this kid was big. He's 5'8", which is shorter than I currently am, but it's still a decent height as a freshman in high school. And he was over 200 pounds, I'd imagine. He was a big kid. And it wasn't all muscle. It was a lot of fat. So, I mean, he was a fat kid. But he got bullied a lot throughout school. And I think that sort of shows off in this occasion. Simply because throughout elementary, like I talked to people. And throughout elementary school, I didn't know him. Because I went to a new high school. And I had been meeting people for the first time. But throughout elementary school, apparently, and middle school, he got bullied a lot. And so I don't know if that has anything to do with the fact that he picked me out of all people, but he got really mad and he started running at me like he was going to do something. And like, I didn't think too much of it. I sort of picked up my walking pace just to sort of keep my distance from him. But he didn't really do anything. He stopped and whatever. And he tried saying something a couple minutes later again. And I told him to be quiet. And looking back on it, it probably wasn't the smartest nor most graceful way to take care of the situation. But I guess it worked. He started running at me and I didn't notice until he was like right behind me. And he grabbed the handle strap thing on the back of my backpack, the one that's sort of on the top that you can hold it like a handle. He grabbed that and yanked it back heck hard. Now I can't think that he was very strong, but I mean, again, I was only not even 100 pounds. And so anyone that weighs that little it's not going to take any effort at all to send them flying. So I went flying backwards. Can I get out of this stupid river thing? I went flying backwards and basically fell on my face, scraped up my nose. I didn't break it, thankfully, but I scraped up my nose, a few scuffs on my knees and elbows, and then I busted my lip wide open, like blood everywhere coming out of my face. And that was sort of the end of that. He walked away, and the senior, she was a senior, but I mean, she's still kind of she wasn't on the small side, but I mean, she's not huge. And she sort of yelled at him to stop, and he sort of did. And I mean, he was already in the process of walking away, I suppose. Can we get up right here? Maybe? I think we can do it. Here we go. And anyways, she yelled at him. One of the other guys was like asking him what the heck he was doing. The guy he was talking to originally. And then, so I went home. My parents freaked out. I don't think we pressed charges, but I know we got suspended for a few days. Let's see here. I think I just trapped myself again. Can we make that jump? No way. Okay, we just gotta get vines. Here we go. We're gonna head towards the vines. And yeah, that was the end of that. I had a really broken lip for about a week and didn't ever talk to him again. He tried talking to me, I remember at one point during my senior year, but I was a lot more confident and taller my senior year, and so I just sort of brushed him off and was like, whatever. And he wasn't gonna mess with me because the other thing was I had a lot of upperclassmen friends, and so a lot of my friends when I came here that I knew that lived in the area, I didn't hang out with them a lot, but they were big. One of them actually went into the Army and was there for 3 years or so, and he was a big guy. No, thank you. And then the other ones were just like football players or really big. So I had a lot of big friends that were kind of well known, and they actually gave him quite a hard time. I almost started feeling bad, but they gave him quite a hard time for what he did to me. But that's sort of it. First fight, not so well. Second fight, this was at the beginning of basic training. So for those of you that don't know, I am enlisted in the Army National Guard, so it's not quite like a full-time obligation. Like, I'm still on a contract. I'm still completely enlisted, and if stuff goes wrong in the world and we need to send troops out places, I'm definitely, once I finish up the rest of my training, I've gone to boot camp or basic, however you want to call it. We call it basic, but either way, once I finish the rest of my advanced training this summer, I will be completely eligible to be deployed overseas and such, or whatever. So during basic training, the training itself is about 9 weeks, which 9 weeks kind of sucks, the training, just because it's stressful and you don't get much sleep and all this stuff, but you get over it. But I think the hardest part, most people would agree, was the first week. It's processing week, or reception is what it's called, and you're getting probably 4 hours of sleep a night, not very much at all, and you're standing in line all day or sitting down in line all day, getting shots, doing paperwork, dental work, you know, all sorts of stuff for them to process you into their system and for you to get all the shots and medical care and anything else, financial stuff that you might need. And that week sucks. Everybody's grumpy because they're tired and they're anxious and all this stuff. So everyone's mad at everything. And it really it wasn't a good setup for friendly encounters. And so we all got along fairly well, though. There were a couple fights. But for the most part, everyone was pretty cool and understood that, you know, this sucks for everybody. let's get over it and just figure things out and hopefully get to training. But there was this one guy, we nicknamed him Tweety Bird because he looked like Tweety Bird. He was really skinny, and at this point, going to basic, I weighed 5'9". I was 5'9", height-wise, and maybe a little slightly over, and probably, I want to say, oh, I haven't been eating, nor do I really have any food, but I got mushrooms, we're good. And let's see here. Hang on. And probably 130 pounds, maybe a little less. I know I lost weight in reception. No, we need that bowl. Why am I tossing it out of habit? And let's put that there. We're going to need to get to spawn real quick so we can get some food from dead people. So, yeah, I was not small. I'm still pretty small, but not really small, because I did a lot of weight training too before going to basic to try to put on weight. So I was a lot stronger, even though I was still slightly small. I put on, I think, 12 pounds of muscle before going to basic. And so this other guy, he was probably the same weight. I don't even know how he got in because I barely made weight, and he was taller than me. So you need to be heavier if you're taller. And we're just gonna chill at spawn because I'm tired of running and losing my hunger. And so I don't know how he got in, but he was probably like 6'1". So he's a good 3 inches, 4 inches taller than me. And he couldn't have weighed more than 5 pounds more than me. He was about the same weight. And he took everything so seriously. And so it made it stressful for everyone because we're just trying to sort of enjoy what little enjoyment we can get out of the terribleness that is the processing week. And so we're all messing around. We got these things called camelbacks. So for those of you that don't know, they're basically backpacks that hold water. And so you can walk around with almost a gallon of water on you at all times. So you stay hydrated and you don't die from thirst and stuff like that, because that's actually a big problem in training, people dying from heat stroke and stuff. And so we got all these things issued to us, and we still haven't been training. And we were just sitting in the bay, which is the place where all the beds are where we sleep. And we're all just sitting there trying to kill time because we're not doing anything. Ooh. And someone, a genius, figured out how to use the camelback hose that you used to drink the water out of to squirt water at people like a water gun. So I was laying down or sitting on top of a bed, and he was sort of like standing up at the foot of the bed. I was on the top bunk, and I squirted water on the back of his head. And this guy is so uptight. Whenever anyone goofs off, he would always get really mad. And it confused me because I was part of the group that would always mess around trying to make things a little bit more fun for everyone. And he would always hang around with us, but he always gets so mad. It's like, if you're getting mad at us, don't hang with us if you can't hang. But, no, hey, bud. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's 2 people. And so I squirted water on the back of his head, and he flipped out. Whoop. 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 No, I can't. I suck. I suck. 2-man team. Let's go. Whoa, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, running, running, running. I want to kill her. No! Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh, there it is. There it is. Whew. Come on, regen, regen, regen. Okay, let's pick up all these arrows. You stay over there, sir. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why is it lagging so bad? Whoa. Come here, dude. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my gosh. I think that's just him. There it is. Alright, cool. And, ooh, arrows. Oh, stop getting the loot. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna kill you real quick. There we go. So much loot. I'm so happy right now. Alright, and so I squirted water on the back of this guy's head, and he didn't take it well at all. He flipped out. So it's like a backpack, so it has straps on the, like, over your shoulders, basically. And he didn't take it well. Yeah, stay over there, sir. Eh. There we go. Alright, let's keep my distance from him. Let's put this iron on, and we'll sort of wait. I probably shouldn't have let him go, but oh well. We need food and loot. And so he flipped out. He grabbed the strap while I'm sitting on the top bunk, and he grabbed the strap of the backpack and he yanked me off like full strength. And he's not very strong, but again, I'm not the heaviest guy. And so again, you don't need to be strong to knock me off or whatever. And so he pulled me off, and in the process of it, I can kind of fall slightly with grace, I suppose. So without messing up too bad. And I basically fell. I landed on my feet and sort of pushed all my weight towards him. Okay, let's see what this guy's doing. Hopefully there we go. And you're donezo. Nope. Don't. Stop it. Okay, we're going to chase him down because he's really weak. And so I sort of fell into him in the process. And it sort of knocked him back, but he didn't let go of the strap. And so he was like, he screamed at me at the top of, it was so funny. He screamed at me at the top of his lungs. He's like, stop being an asshole. And I tried to come up with a witty comeback. I really did. But in the moment, the best I could come up with was like, tell me how I'm being an asshole. It was really dumb. But either way, I sort of pushed him to try to get him off of me. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Come here, come here. And he went to push me back. I just wanted to get his arm off of the strap. I didn't want him holding me anymore. So I sort of pushed him to get him off. And he got off, and then he went to push me again. And as he sort of was pushing his body weight towards me to sort of shove me, I sort of just sidestepped and like attacked the back of his body, I guess you could say. I don't know how better to word it. I basically jumped on his back while he was like moving towards me. I moved around him, jumped on his back, and just choked him as hard as I could. I don't know how hard I would have needed to, but in most cases, I'm not the strongest guy, and so I would just put as much force as I could. And we dropped down to the ground. He started freaking out and panicking, but everyone was watching. A lot of people, not everyone, but we had like 8 people watching, and nobody did anything because nobody really liked this guy because of how much he made training more stressful for everybody. And so nobody did anything, and after, I want to say I only held him there for like 6 or 7 seconds. To him, whoa, lag. It probably felt longer just because he was getting choked out. But in all honesty, I didn't hold him there that long. I'm not vicious. I wasn't trying to kill the dude. I just wanted him to leave me alone. And so after a couple seconds, I let him go. I got up. I just walked away. And we never actually talked to each other again. Turns out karma bites back. I got held over at reception for another week. You're only supposed to be at processing for a week, but they ran out of room, and so a couple of us got held over for another week, and I was one of them, and he was one of the ones that barely made it. And so I guess, that gets back at me. But it turns out when I graduated from basic, so he was in a different unit because I got held over. He got injured during basic, and so he was a couple weeks behind me when I graduated. So I don't know, fun fact. But yeah, that was the last and most recent fight. I'm not condoning fighting by any means. I'm not promoting it or anything, but I think there's a point where you shouldn't take crap from people. I'm not saying everyone that talks trash, you should, go punch them in the face or choke them out, but I think there's a certain point where, yes, walking away is generally the smart thing to do, but sometimes I think some people deserve to get punched or choked out. And so that's sort of my view on fighting and my experience with fighting. Yeah, I don't know. It was I was kind of proud of it because I lost the only fight I had been in, and so being able to say I guess I was in a fight and actually walked away winning was a plus for me. We were not prepared for fighting. Okay, where's the other guy? The other kid invisible or something? I don't know. Let's kill this dude real fast and hopefully wrap up this super long game. It's good that it was a long game though, because it was a long story. Come on. There we go. There we go. Help. Where are you? What? Where's this last dude? Oh, loot. Let's get this real quick before lightning starts killing me. Ja, I'm win. Oh my gosh, did he find a glitch or something? What's that? Okay. What? Yeah. Oh, no, you're getting hit by lightning, sir. You're gonna die. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of MCSG story time. So let me know if you've gotten in any fights in the comments below. No shit. And I guess what your opinion is on fighting. So I think it'd be interesting to see what you guys have to say and what you thought of my stories, etc. All that good stuff. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.